Well, BJ, of course, welcome back. It's always great to have you here. But I mean, I think the question that everybody, of course, wants to hear from you. I mean, you're a legend. Nothing to prove in the sport at all. So, what was the motivation for you to come back?
I love it. I love the fighting. Not that I was sitting around like, oh, something's missing from my life. Nothing like that. But I love it. I love the confrontation, love the struggle, and just great to be involved. Great to be involved with everything. And once you sit down, you have all these theories and you have all these ideas of what could happen, and I want to see. I'm the kind of person I like to see what it's all about.
That's funny. You had some kind of missteps along the way, I guess. You had the USADA issue, and then of course some injury. I mean, were there any steps along the way where you thought, man, there's a sign here. Maybe I'm not supposed to be coming back because these things keep popping up?
You know what? I've been asked this question a couple times, and not at all. I've always knew that this was going to come, this was going to happen, and for some people, they use this as a way to get their name out there or a way to get involved with something. Like, no, for me, this is my whole life. You know what I mean? I love this stuff, and a 30-year-old kid could be like, man, there's more to life than just fighting, and a 38-year-old man will tell you, no, life is a fight. This is what it's about.
That's awesome, man. Well, on the way back, I mean, what's it been like for you? Feeling the 38-year-old body in the gym and that sort of thing. I mean, what's it been like for you?
I wonder, because I got to get careful. I forget my age. I don't know. I feel fine. I mean, if me and Perillo were just talking about it. Like, you walk into a club and you think you're 22 with all these guys, and you got to remember, no, you're the bald guy in the corner over there hanging out. So it's exciting, and it's I'm glad I'm here.
Very cool. Talk about where you did your training, because we watched the countdown show the other day. I saw some footage of Jackson's, but I heard maybe that was older footage. I mean, where did all your training take place?
For what, this whole year, or
just for this fight particularly?
For this fight, a lot of the training took place in California. Me and Jason Perillo did go over to Greg Jackson's and make sure everybody got the same game plan, because we're all in this together. You know what I mean? Camaraderie, keep everybody upbeat, and when you ask, what is camaraderie? It's everybody who's in this with me. You know what I mean? So we're all in this together, but we ended up in California, and it was good. What really happened was we started, because Perillo would always talk to me. He'd be like, and always physical or whatever, but he would always remind me, this is an emotional game. This is all about, a lot of people say, oh, it's all mental and this and that, and of course mental is emotional, and that's what we really trained a lot, and we really put some stuff. I mean, techniques, they're always here and there, but at that top level, the great coaches, they're sports psychologists at that point, and we ended up doing a lot of training in California, did some in Albuquerque, and here we are today.
It's funny, because I mean, as much as you accomplished and everything that you've done, it sounds like you're still learning. Like, you still feel like a student.
Oh man, if I'm not a student, then once you think you know everything, you know nothing type of thing, and yeah, this is never ending. I mean, they were just telling me that Meryl Streep was saying, like, this isn't an art or whatever, and just look at it, it says mixed martial arts, but it is. It's just a never-ending thing, and you just always get better.
Yeah. The last time out obviously was a tough one for you. I mean, it was an emotional night as well. What lessons did you take out of that? Because I know that, a lot of people, when they talk about that fight, they say, that wasn't BJ Penn, man. That's not what I saw in there. So what happened that night, and what lessons did you take out of that you changed for this time around?
You know what? Throughout my whole career, all the mistakes I made, and if you would ask me, like, why'd you do that? Why did that happen? And it's so strange, because I sit here and I would say, I don't know. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did this, I don't know. But I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it easy. We've been in this game so long, sometimes it takes some remembering, sometimes it takes some new things, but it's a strange world we live in, man.
They came to you with the name Yair Rodriguez. I wonder, first of all, I mean, did you know the guy? I mean, obviously he started way after you. I think he was 9 years old when you started fighting. I mean, were you aware of who he was when they came to you with the name?
No, I wasn't aware at all. And then people were like, oh, yeah, because you know what? One of the guys were telling me, like, oh, Yair and his manager, you know, they're trying to push for this fight, and they really want to fight you, and this and that, and he's worked out with you in the gym, and they're really pushing for this fight, and I was like, okay, whatever, and then the UFC called me, and they're like, oh, you want to fight Yair Rodriguez, and this and that, and the fight ended up getting put together, and I just, you know, I think the manager made a big mistake for Yair. The manager just didn't look. He probably thought, oh, BJ's done. He's a big name, but he didn't look back in history. Like whenever I get embarrassed or whenever I lose bad, I come back 10 times stronger every single time. And I think the manager is going to have to be sitting there now and think like, oh yeah, I really did a bad move for this kid's career.
It's interesting, man. You guys did, I think, cross paths briefly at Jackson's, but I think he said it was just like a day or something, so you didn't really get a chance to feel him out much.
No, I never worked out with him. We might have did some technique, but we've never worked out, went live or anything, and I just really think he's jumping ahead of himself. And, you know, when I was 23, 24, I wasn't like, oh, give me Royce Gracie, give me this guy, give me that guy. I went and worked my way up and did it like everybody else, you know. But today it's a different type of breed of person in the sport. And, oh, I want to fight this guy. I want to fight this money fight. I want to fight this money fight. And I just look and I just laugh, you know, like, oh, look at all this entitlement type of guys. And it's just like, yeah, whatever, you know. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this really is the right choice for you. See if you made the right choice, kid.
That's awesome, man. It sounds like you're in a good place, man. I mean, I guess we got to get through Sunday and figure out, but I mean, Are you looking at this as like, you know, one fight at a time and kind of evaluate it? Do you feel like you're all in, you know, kind of back in the game now?
No, 100%. I'm all in. We're going for the 145-pound title, and when we get that title, then I'll sit down with my friends, family, trainers, sit down and talk about what's next, you know, talk about the future. A man's mind changes from time to time, but 100% we're going to go get that belt first.
Very cool. I think fans are definitely happy to have you back in the mix. Of course, as I said, you are a legend. How do you see this thing going down? I mean, you know, I think you know all the question marks around you. You're the one where like, you know, what's it going to look like? How's he going to come out? What's it going to be? So how do you see this thing playing out?
It's going to look like a professional versus an amateur, and really he doesn't understand the type of experience I have and the type of, like, I'm not here to shake your hand, be nice to you, don't look at me and smile at me. I've been in thousands of fist fights, well, hundreds, you know, and where we're mad at each other, where we like each other, all that stuff, it doesn't matter to me, you know. So this is, I mean, I don't know, I just saw him earlier. I mean, it looked like he wanted to shake my hand. Why are you trying to shake my hand? I want to punch you in your face, you know what I mean? So this is just a different kind of thing, and this isn't fun, you know what I mean? If he's going to sit there and tell me this is, oh, I like this because this is fun, yeah, let's see how fun it is when you're waking up. Really, this isn't fun, this is serious shit.